All right, guys, a quick little recap of kind of where we're at. I'm running the 9.2 gram injectors. These are the injectors here. We are currently running e85 on the bike. The bike has 2 maps, and I went to one of the local stations here to buy some fuel to see where we're at. It's kind of hard to see, but we're on the high side of 85%, so it's pretty good. The station that I went and got some of this fuel, I was a little hesitant because it's a no-name brand station. So I wasn't really sure what kind of quality we were going to get. So Ram, of course, tuned the bike. D did a really good job. Some of the things we did is we cut the head 30 thou, put a 30 thou head gasket. We did a light hone on the cylinders. Put new rings on the pistons, kept the pistons. We just cleaned everything back up. Kept the valves. The valves weren't leaking, so we left the seals alone. All new gaskets, buttoned it all back up. We're running a 58 Screaming Eagle throttle body. My tuner said I need to go to 64. That's one of the restrictions right now. When I spoke to S&S, they basically told me I could cut 35 thou on the conservative side, and it would raise the compression to 12-to-1. This bike originally came with a 10-to-8, so I cut 30 thou off with the 30 thou head gasket. The piston to valve clearance, we still had 145 thou, so we ended up with the 11.5-to-1 on the compression side, so it's still 124, and of course we're running the burns. This is a big burns, so this is a 2-inch primary, and it only gets bigger from there. So the reason why we chose this pipe was because of the clearance for the axle, because we're running 13.5-inch shocks, and we plan on going higher, so we needed the clearance back there. On the E85, some of the things that I've kind of noticed as far as fuel economy, I range anywhere from 24 to 33, depending on how I'm riding the bike. I usually tend to be a little bit on the spirited side, so if you're conservative, I can easily say that you would get 36, maybe even 38 miles to the gallon on the 85, depending on how you're riding the bike, of course. So this bike, like I said, has 2 maps. With the Power Vision, I can switch between the maps. Some of the stuff that I've kind of seen as far as temperatures, I've seen it range from 240 to 265 with an ambient temperature of 90 degrees outside. If the temperatures were cooler, this bike will run 230 easily. Last night it got down to, I think it was 70 degrees, and the bike was running at 198 degrees. So the E85 does cool quite a bit. It's the alcohol and the ethanol and all that. So it does tend to keep the bike cooler for a lot longer period. So if you guys have any questions, anything, let me know. The coating on the pipe is through Jet Hot. It's their 1300 Classic, I believe. And there is a temperature difference, about 100 degrees running this coating. I was a little hesitant. I thought it was like a gimmick, so I was proven wrong again. So it actually does keep temps down a little bit. Don't get me wrong, it still gets hot, but not like it was before. I was burning my pant leg, and it was generating quite a bit of heat. Usually you hear by the collector and stuff, but it does what they say it does. So kudos to Jet Hot. If you guys have any questions or anything on the E85, let me know. I'm kind of new to it, but I have ran 4 tanks so far, and we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I don't know the pros and cons of the E85, but we're going to find out. All right, guys.